Right, we're on start streaming. Well, hello there, humans of his earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka Blitz, you know that because you're here and you wouldn't be here otherwise. Good to see you all today when we're having a look at the 183. The 183 line, in fact, all the tanks that lead up to it. Funny thing, true story, you guys probably know this because a lot of you hang out in the channel a lot. When I did the whole restructure of the channel at the start of this year, I did a long thing saying, give me the tanks you'd like to see least on your team or you like to drive least. Basically the worst tanks in Blitz for you guys. And I took that on board. And a lot of you said anything with an AT in the first part of the name. And you meant the British AT line. And that's pretty true because for a lot of you guys, there's an incredible consistency with this line. So if you don't like the AT brand of tank, you're really going to not like a lot of tanks in the line because there are the AT-15, the AT-7, the AT-8, the AT-2, and even the Tortoise. They all kind of play the same way. And that's why today we're going to be having a look at the line from top to toe, having a squeeze, having a chat about it, and generally getting to know it a little bit better. Well, welcome aboard. Who was that? What happened there? Oh, Tio Obscuro has come to frolic in the justice. Good stuff, mate. Now let me just get all my stuff set up here so that I can actually function like a proper human being. We can turn that off. I'll get rid of that. Up to compare tanks, add tanks. We're going to be doing TD, so let's get the 4, the Electo. Let's jump in. We'll grab the AT2. We're going to grab the AT8, the AT15. Where are you, buddy? AT15. Okay. No, we don't want you. That's a 15A. AT7. And then the AT15 at tier 8. And then the Tortoise. The very slow Tortoise. And then the bloody Death Star, which is just like nothing like the rest of the line. This is one of the most confounding things about this line. And one of the reasons that people really dislike it is because they literally grind this line to get this tank. I was having a discussion, and it's not the first time I've had this discussion. I love you too, Jevon. Hey, Jevon, master of tank. G'day, Chris Carter. Sexy, right back at you, baby. One of the things... Oh, geez, I better turn on Twitch again. You Twitch humans, you really don't get the love you deserve. There we go. Twitch is now on. Most people who've played the common test server will tell you that people jump on the test server and you get on there to try and test tanks. So you get in your new bat chat or something with a new reload time, which they've since decided they're not going to do. You heard that here first. And lo and behold, there's 4 Death Stars on your team. Because everyone wants to play the Death Star. But to get to the Death Star, you've got to go through these tanks. So it's really important that we do this today. And I think it's a good thing to do. I'm also going to give away a tank. I'm going to have a chat to you guys and see which tank we are going to give away. But we'll get to that towards the end of the stream. Now, there are TDs right at the low end of this stream. But I don't want to waste time. Like, you're going to get through these things. If you have a look at them, there's like a gun to grind, and then you get to the Electo. And you get to the Electo, and then you've got to, again, if you grind one gun, not one gun, one set of tracks, you can get to the AT2. So they're not like long-term love interests. All that said, the Electo is kind of interesting. It's a good, very good TD at its tier, and it works exceptionally well. But man, it's like tier 4, and the first notable in the line is this thing. This is the AT2. And I'll show you why we're going to start with this tank. Because realistically, this is the tank that just can make people scream. You quite often can't pen the tank if you're in a low-tier seal clubby fast kind of tank. And it's like a little Maginot line on wheels. Give away the Matilda BP. It's not a bad idea, Dr. Face Slapper, the Matilda BP. Because we are going to be doing... British tanks, so possibly the Matilda BP would be the one. I don't know. We'll think about that. Let me see. Do we have anyone from Twitch watching at the moment? Is there anyone actually watching on Twitch? Let's have a squiz and see if we can't get someone up. 0 on Twitch at the moment, apparently. I only just turned it on, so you never know. That could be why. Lovely welcome to Sunday for you guys too. Great stuff. I will be... no, GH, I won't be giving that away. I gave that away quite some time ago. And no one else saw that message, which is good. Thanks, Sol. Good on you, mate.
No worries, mate.
Okay. Let's have a look at the armor profile on this thing. Okay, this is really important because this tank's hilarious. Brit and a tank destroyer. Okay. And the shooter will not be a tier 10 tank. The shooter will be a tier 5 tank. The AMX ELC BIS. I'll just make sure I've got the right stuff on. Global settings. Have I in fact got Blitz? I do. Excellent. So this is how the AT2 looks to an ELC BIS. Right now you can see why people struggle to pen this thing. Because frontally it's awfully red. And if you are sitting in front of it at the same time you're doing that, you're getting pounded by an absolutely annoying gun. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gun on this thing. The AT2, you can run a bunch of different weapons. And not to forget too, the AT2 also has 7 degrees of gun depression. So it can accentuate this whole elevated thing. It doesn't have huge gun traverse either way though. And don't be fooled, there is no turret. That is not a turret. It does not go side to side. It just goes pink when you shoot it with your crappy little gun. This is the 6-pounder, the anti-tank gun. 19.18 rounds a minute, 110 millimeters of AP power, and 180 millimeters of APCR, which is heaps at tier 5, right? You'll have no problems punching your number at tier 5, and 90 alpha damage. You can go full derp and run a howitzer, okay? I don't recommend it. You get 25 millimeters of AP pen, right? 25. That's not good. Of HE pen, sorry, and that's your standard round. If you fire heat, you get 110 millimeters, right? Which is, again, that's going to give you a 190 alpha damage. Just go with the gun that's really accurate for its tier .339, has next to no aim time, and a fantastic amount of damage output. Now let me start recording this, and also I'll minimize the screen and give us some game sound. There we go. Let's have a battle in this thing. Let's have a regular battle. Have a battle. What crates are better to get in the resupply event, mate? I have not bought any. I would not buy any. People don't like the event because of the 5% drop rate. That's completely on them. It's like, if you do that, there's no way. If you buy it, it's buyer beware, basically, with those things. I wouldn't buy them. But that's me. That's just me. Now, big problems with these tanks that people hate right off the bat is they're slow as hell. Pretty much the whole line up until the Death Star just blows for mobility. Not to mention the fact that you don't have a turret, so they are prone to getting circle of death by hungry mediums and the like. This can be an issue. And plus, your only weak point on this tank is the frontal armor, is that cupola there, cupola, which is trouble, big trouble, because basically if you want to push forward, it's the first thing that pops on the screen. So you can have some struggles. But for all that, it's a hell of a good tank to be aggressive in. And one of the things that people struggle doing with these tanks is being aggressive. They play them very, very passively, like, you know, like passive TDs, and that's a mistake because you need to be aggressive in them. You need to totally push in them and use that armor profile and be a real bully boy and try and hide your sides while you're doing it, because if you can hide your sides, jiggle back and forth, and generally be a mess, you know, a punish, you're dealing with a lot of tanks at this tier that don't have the guns to accurately get shots off without taking one back. Like that looks over there. Like, good luck shooting my cupola from over there without putting yourself in a position to take damage back. And you can see we're going to start getting some bounces there. We've already lost a tank, but this is really being a little bit patient. That Electo, yeah, we can probably get something to him. Let's have a crack. He's put himself in a bad position. And we'll hopefully finish him before getting smashed too badly over there. Nice roll would be good. Ta-ta. Okay, and now we're turning left again. Crusader wants to get a little bit angsty. Here we go. No, thank you, Mr. Looks. You don't have any pen. Bugger off. At T82 that doesn't have a turret. A T40, sorry, not T82. That's a tank before. So we're holding the line here in a TD, which is great. But now, you know, lack of team will get you every time. We've got 3 blokes behind us. We're hoping that they hold out for long enough to actually stop everyone from pushing up and doing the business on us. Now, we've got everyone in front of us. That's a great position to be in. The only problem we're going to have is this T40 here and our lack of turrets. So that makes life very, very difficult. He's run into something. That's a bad day at the office for the looks. And now we get to go to work up here again. We'd like to clear this T40 if at all possible. But he's not being a clown. He's buggering off. We might have to take some shots in the back. And you can see why this is one of the most favoured seal clubbers in the game. Now, hopefully, I can come up here and get shots off before this bloke can move his ass around. And we can start doing the business. It's going to be close. He has been waiting for this. We're going to have to push around this corner, and this is where you really start seeing the negatives of the tank come into fore. Hello, my little friend. I took one, been conserving hit points, all well and good. Fire one off. And we've got to clear this guy. We can't have someone behind us mucking around. It's just not on. There he is, thank you. Now we turn back to deliver some justice to the Panzer IV and the Leopard behind us. So you can see the value of a tank with this kind of armor profile when played in the front of the tough stuff. Really? That one went right through? Righto, fair enough. Panzer IV can actually pen us. Another trap for young players is people tend to drive towards medium tanks. Try and track him as he comes around. Don't narrow down the space between you and him, because basically that's giving him an even break, and you don't want to do that. You just want to make sure that when at all times someone else can clean him up if he doesn't want to push forward. That's cool. I'll take 24. The other bloke will clean him up. Maybe he won't. I'll have to go down and clean up the own mess. And that's the AT2. Very, very straightforward.
Good tank. That's for sure.
Yeah. Did the back chat line last week, mate. First class, steel wall, cool-headed, survive at least 10 ricochets. Steel wall, 18 hits received for 3 penetrations. I think we took 24 damage or something off that other guy from HE and 1 in the back from the T40. So I'll give you one more on this. Hopefully we'll find a situation where we get stuck with the lack of mobility and it'll really highlight it. It's great to see everyone here today. As always, we have lots and lots of streams going on a Sunday NA. This one, 5:30 p.m. East Coast, 8:30 p.m. West Coast. On a Tuesday NA, 5:30 p.m. / 8:30 p.m. again. And no, sorry, on a Thursday on NA, and on a Wednesday night, not Tuesday, sorry. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central European time. Hey Mark, good to see ya. I did the bat chat last week. So here we go. This is actually going to be a good test for us. So tier 6, tier 5, tier 4, 1 heavy, that's a KV1, and that can do some damage to us. G'day Dino! Now, our KV1's come out sideways, which is probably not ideal, to be fair. But there we go. Let's see if we can't get stuck into this bloke. The APCR is for this bloke, but we probably don't need it. You can see how good the gun is. And here we go. We're getting side flanked. If that KV1 would like to do anything, that would be grand. Clam bake. Gonna have a clam bake. Even side armor on this thing is good. KV1, if you could bugger off and go and have a look at that Leo, that'd be great. No, okay, I'll just keep shooting at this KV1 over here. And hope that Leo can't actually pen me. That'd be good. Can we track him? Yes, we can. Well, track him. Get him tracked. Oh, he's blown another kit. No worries. KV1, is there any chance that you could just push over there and clear that Leo? Dude, go and clear the Leo. Right, I'm going to have to go and do this bloke myself. Yes, yes, yes. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is yet to die. There we go. Leo is coming. So is Christmas. KV1 is yet to move, which is not good. Come on, buddy. Seriously. Seriously, KV1. Just go over there and shoot the bloke. Once. And this is exactly what I was... Oh, hooray. Well done, amigo. Exactly what I was talking about, where you get screwed by mobility. And mobility is really a struggle, hey. Like, I can get stuck behind here. There's a bloke on my left in a Stuggy who could be a little bit difficult. Hoping to drag this T-34 down. Now, Stuggy's got my KV-1 amigo. Yes, traverse. Always an issue. So we're going to back up here onto the top of this hill, basically, so that we can see everyone and clear this bloke. Low rolls. Low rolls. Low sausage rolls. Now this guy can pen me, so he's a trouble. Oh, here we go. Lack of mobility is finally starting to pay, but starting to cost us. We get a hold of this bloke. And can we clear this T-40? Be good. Yep, we got him. I mean, this thing is literally the Seal Clubber's delight. Look at it. Never drive towards a medium tank unless you absolutely have to. Good game, AT, says the Chaffee. Right on, baby. Right on. Oh, we bounced him. Just finish. Stop playing with your food. So there we go. 1942. Kolobanov. Cool-headed. High caliber. Top gun. Steel wall. Still only a first class. Like, you can see how big a seal clubbing tank this is. Now, this is the first part of the line. Is the game volume too low for you guys? I can turn it up.
Yeah, sure, why not, mate?
There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Desktop audio. Are you guys getting game volume at all? Game sound is off?
I don't know. Let me...
Okay, let me just test something out.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh,
myself.
I know. No, I know why it is. Don't worry. It's cool. I'll fix it now. Now let's try it. Yeah, that's fixed. Okay, I've fixed it.
So, Matthew Moo wants to know, is the Churchill gun carrier part of the AT series?
No. We discussed this. You can see the Churchill gun carrier is the crossover tank between the heavy line and the AT line. and I'm not going to drive it, so get stuffed. So I think that's enough time on the AT2, which we can all agree is a phenomenally good vehicle, right? Okay. Thanks very much, guys, for pointing out the sound thing. Okay. I'm going to give the tank away in a wee while. All right. So let's have a look at the AT8. Now, this is where people really start to struggle on this line. And it's fair enough, because it becomes really tough as you go up these tiers with the mobility, and you get this massive big pimple on top, and it's a lot of tank to hide. What have you got going for you with the AT8? Well, not much. It's probably, in my opinion, the worst tank in the line. It's still doable, don't get me wrong. It has some things going for it. Most notably, it's got reasonable gun traverse. You've got about 13 degrees, I think it is, either side. I'll check on Tank Compare for that, actually, because I don't want to screw you guys over with the stats. AT8, your gun traverse is... No, actually, it's poor. 8 degrees either side. Yeah, so this is an odd one out for me. You've only got 5 degrees of gun depression and 8 degrees either side of gun traverse. So it makes it very hard with a lot of them. Where you want to go is you want to get them up high like this, so that you hide the weak points and then use gun depression. But if you don't have gun depression and you don't have a lot of gun traverse, and you can be in strife, especially when the weak points are in the middle of the tank. If we have a look at the tier 7, you'll see it's a little bit easier when the gun is on the one side of the tank, so you can hide them around a corner. But on the tier 6, the gun is directly in the middle of the tank with a little bit of a skew to the left. So you've got to try and hide that side. So let's have a look at this. Remembering that part there is not a hitbox on the left-hand side of the tank, that big toolbox. So let's have a look at it, right? Pretty poor gun depression, okay? Pretty poor gun traverse. Now that's the distance you can move the gun either side of the hull, okay? And this is a tank that really only has one great thing going for it, and that's its DPM. It has a phenomenally good amount of DPM on the tank. 2029, if they get in front of you at tier 6, you will chew them apart, okay? So it doesn't have a very big alpha damage either, okay? So a lot of people waste tanks like this and the AT2 by sitting at the back with a little pop gun that goes pew, 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 right? And it doesn't work like that. You've got to kind of pick your poison right at the start of the game, tell your team where you're going to go, and then hope that the team goes there and you can do it all together. The best thing you can do on this is only expose that left-hand side. That minimizes your risk, okay? And that's basically what we're talking about here. Minimizing the risk, because this is a tough tank to get through. It's very, very slow. This is completely buffed as well. This is good as you're going to see it. 4.6 seconds of aim time, all well and good, so you can spit the damage out, and you can side scrape a little bit, but you're going to get caught out of position quite often if you go too far forward. So there's a real knife's edge dealing with this tank. Now you can see the rest of the team has gone out to the left, out to the right. We don't really have a lot of choice with it. We've got to try and make something happen in here and hope that we can stay alive long enough for the rest of the team to get here and help us out. So that VK is going to push around here. He's not pushed over to the right yet, which is all good. Not the best return on the investment there. Can we get a hold of that Jackson? Be great to get his drive wheel. We did just as he got around the corner. Got the back drive wheel of this Churchill. We're going to take that one and we're going to try and clear the church. Good, good. So we're playing a front line, but we're doing it while keeping as much of our tank hidden as possible. We're letting the rest of the guys flank around, and now that we've cleared that church, we're going to start rolling across. Now this is where the tank does do well, is if you can get it in a face-to-face situation with someone else at the same tier, you'll just out-DPM them. That's all there is to it. You just have so much DPM. They can't deal with it, and you'll chew through them. In that case, your best defense is a really, really aggressive offense. You can see that KV2 there is wonderful. He's got wonderful alpha. He can dirt the crap out of you if you let him. But if you can get him to sit in front of you long enough, you'll just grind him under. Thank you very much, amigo, master of tank. Rock on, dude. Now, the real bone of contention with this line is how... No, I don't get YOLO'd with this name. My stats in the last 10 days have gone bang, 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 as I've got rid of all clan tags and affiliations, and people don't know it's me. Who would have thought it? Whereas on NA, my contributor account on NA that has a promo tag on it compared to the contributor account on Asia that doesn't, is... the difference is massive, hey? Like, absolutely massive. Now, here's a problem. Real problem. This is a great map to highlight why this tank is often considered very, very weak. I don't want to sit at the back. I don't have a gun that's high alpha. Which means if I hit someone, they're just going to go behind a dune. And I won't really get full value out of the gun. So I've got to push with the team. And I've got to support the team. But, as you can see, I'm doing 20 kilometers an hour. So it's almost like a leap of faith. I'm going to drive this thing up here until it's in a position where I can basically help my guys out and hope that I get there in time to not be the last one involved. I'm going to set up for the shot. Bloody leopard. I couldn't move across far enough because he drove across the middle of it. Now, no gun depression doesn't help in these situations either. It really doesn't. But that T-34's blown his adrenaline. If I can get him to sit in front of me for long enough, we will do very well. There's that AMX-12T. He's nearly a one-shot. Here we go. We're into the slot, drop in, and move around. Ignore that bloke. Blow the adrenaline. Oh, no gun elevation either. Excellent. 1. And a 2.
Awesome
Right.
job, man.
Thank you, Isai. Thank you very much, dude. Now, this is one of the reasons why I've always done well in these tanks. It's why I do well in this tank, why I do well in the Tortoise. I don't let the tank's lack of mobility make me a prisoner. Okay? I'm constantly pushing in this thing. Even when it doesn't feel like a good idea, I'll push. And you make your decisions early, because if you make them late, everything's chosen for you. At least this way, I am near the front line. Oh, there he is. He's finally popped that Nash horn. Bad day to be you, amigo. Not really worth switching to the HE on this guy. He's gone. And a good team pushing too. So here we go, KV1. Just a side note, I don't have a problem really with the teams. I really get annoyed when I get tunneled. Ratings has started to really frustrate me lately because I have to play on my Bushka account and everyone knows who you are and it just becomes such a punish. It's really hard to win. I got up to 4,115, dropped back to 3,700, back to 3,900, back to 3,700, back to 3,900. And because of the low queue times, it really is quite frustrating. But you see, we're not able to push out damage like we were in the AT2. Hey, at the AT2, we're the boss. In this thing, we can't quite get there in time. And then as you go up the tiers, it becomes more and more prevalent, the mobility factor. Okay. Johnny, smashing that keyboard, mate.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Christian, man, I can't comment at all on the K91, mate. Can't comment at all. Bound by an NDA. Righto, so here's a big time problem. I love going left on this map, but it's very, very hard to go left here. Oh my god, look, we've got a stock ARL-44. It's got a house on top of a tank. Look at it. It's like a nomadic tank. It just picks up its little house and it goes off wherever it feels like. And a box tank. It's like we've got the tallest tanks we can find, and we've taken them all to a flank where they're not going to be appreciated. Trying to use the left-hand side of the tank where there's no hitbox, right?
Hey, Bushka, would you rather use the Nashorn or the AT-8?
Oh, the Nashorn's great. I love the Nashorn. I'd use that all day long. People who can't play the Nashorn aren't friends of gun depression. Nashorn has mad gun depression. You find it on a hill like this. You can take shots, get shots off, and pull back all the time.
Isn't the Emil the one with the insane gun depression?
Yeah, but the Nashorn has good gun depression too. Like, it's not as good as the Emil, but it's still got good gun depression. I hate tanks without gun depression. Or not hate. Hate's a strong word, but I don't like using them that much. It just, see, like, look, this doesn't have good gun depression. It doesn't have good gun elevation. I've got to go all the way back just to get this shot off, and I can't. I've got to go forward now. Like, can you see on screen? Look, getting the gun up on this thing. That's torture. That's something that really annoys me. We finally get in position. Now, I think that's a really good way of showing some of the failures of the tank. We're finally in a side position. Like, a Nashorn would have had that shot for days, hey? Gonna hit the guy down here in the slot who's causing problems for my guy on the M48. Hopefully we can sort some damage out into him. Yeah, there we go. Gun's fine. Like, the gun, when given an opportunity like this, will smash out the damage for you, hey? It really will. Tracked him. Going to APCR to hopefully get the kill on this T-34-85. There we go. KV-1S, if he pushes around that top, we'll get another one into him. Great. Now we moved. We weren't sitting in spawn. That's kind of why we got the shots. And we were anticipating that they'd go left. So a lot of this is game knowledge as well. I don't know where. Did that go into a roof? No, it went into the Jagdpanzer IV that was in front of him. I was thinking there might be a tank there as well. Can we track this KV-1S? It'd be great if we could. Geez, it'd be great to track this KV-1S. That's a drive wheel, aiming at a drive wheel. Just hit the drive wheel. Finally, now we'll go for the front drive wheel for the next tracking because it's a safer bet. And don't move the reticle, Bushka, and hopefully we can clear this guy. No, he's moved to the grub. Now, here's the problem. No mobility. Everyone else is dead. People are going to start calling me a noob. I'd like to just expose that left-hand side, but really very, very tough to do. Panzer IV's over there. SU-100Y, they're going to come for him soon. They're going to come for me soon. But we put a lot of hurt into a lot of tanks, so hopefully we can get something out of this. No gun depression. This will be interesting. Angling up on that left-hand side again. SU-100Y, hello, there's like a Type 58 behind you. SU-100Y, can you do anything about that, dude? Now, I want to get next to this rock so that anyone coming up here has to shoot from the front only. SU-100Y, if you could take that guy out, that'd be good. SU-100Y has actually been quite helpful here. Deserved one. Still not hit from there. That's great. Gonna get hit from the left in a sec. Yeah. And here's our problem. This KV-1S is still up there, right? Come on, SU. You can hit him. Come on, SU. Dude. Punch his nose. Oh my god, you missed him. Dude. What are you doing? Just shoot the guy. Okay, the KV-1S is still up there. We've got another AT over there, and I can't see the bloody S-35. That's him with the 190 Alpha. Okay. Maybe that's him with the 180. Okay. So the KV-1 has to a one-shot for. Shriner's side scrape out here. They're still spamming up here. It's good. There's the AT-8. He's full hit points. Minute 26 isn't long enough to cap this out. If I was a KV-1S, I'd probably be up in there.
The Foch doesn't have gun depression, or very much.
Yeah, true. Righto, we're going to die here because I can't stand just sitting here doing nothing. I can't get there in time anyway. That one didn't go through. Wow, exciting times.
So, Bushka, when you're in an AT, what tanks do you really not want to play against? When, you know,
anything that's super mobile, like a VK2801 or anything like that, will be able to pen you through the sides quite comfortably. Yeah, I can't see him. I can't even get the gun up there anyway. Can't believe there's 3 of them. 2 of them are full hit points and they cap me out.
what tank is OP at tier 10?
So there's 3,309 damage in the AT-8. Only first class. I mean, you can see, if any of these tanks, if you know what you're doing, you can put them in a position to kick some serious ass. What was that? Doesn't he give a question right? I do, yeah, I do a question. So we'll play another one, okay, in the AT-8. One more in the AT-8. Yeah, the Panzer IV was AFK in spawn, which was a problem. Look, I carry on at Bushka. I don't have any problems with any of the Stura ML, the Nashorn, the Dicker Max. They're all tanks that I can live with because they've got gun depression and you can actually hide the poor armor profile and use a good gun from the back or from anywhere where you can get some gun depression going on. I got a big problem with the Toaster just because it doesn't really work the same way. But that's, I mean, it's a tier. It's a low tier tank. It's not going to be a big deal. I don't know why we're so long in the queue here. This is weird. All right, so that's enough of that one. We'll go through the AT-7. Hey, I think that was pretty clearly showed you what the tank did well. AT-7. What's to like about the AT-7? Well, for starters, where are we? Your gun's on the far right side of the tank. So theoretically, you can hide half the tank. And I'm going to show you a good way of... what's a good way of showing this? I can do this by going... Window capture 2. No, I'll show you what I add. I'll add a... Where the hell is an image? Here we go. Okay, now this is just for the purposes of this exercise. Pretend that that image there is a wall, right? And the walls that you're trying to side scrape on is there. So what you want to do is get this tank to the point where the only part of the tank that's visible is that part of the tank. And that's a good armor profile. Because if you're driving straight forward and that part of the tank is visible, that's a bloody poor armor profile. And you're going to get hammered for it. Likewise, again, you don't have crazy gun depression, which is a problem, okay? And your mobility is poor, but you have a superb gun. You've got a tier 8 gun. You also have a tier 5 auto-loading gun, which we won't be using, which is pretty hilarious. Oh, we'll play one game with the auto-loader, just for giggle. We'll play one game with the auto-loader, just to show you something absolutely hilarious. And we'll run with a... here we go. Let's battle. Let's battle. We're going to battle. There you go. Triple C, you're right. I'll run it with the auto-loader. You probably won't ever see this tank in game with this gun because the gun is not the gun that you want to be running, but for all that, we're going to be running it just to be a bit of giggle. AT7. Okay. This gun actually has decent DPM. A shiny little nugget on top.
What does the line in Bushka have in common? A shiny little nugget on top, lol.
What'd you say, mate?
The reflecting pool is still showing in the video.
Yeah, I've pulled it now. I've pulled it.
Okay. Perfect.
So here we go. This is the funkiest auto-loader you have ever seen in your life, and it's well worth a drive just to show you this stupid gun. It has a monstrously large auto-loading pool, but it fires a shot that only does 90 alpha, okay? So you have 1 second between 90. People will get so surprised if you can actually pen them and you run into them in this tank doing this, they will be stunned mullets. They won't have an idea what is going on. That said, it's a bad gun. It's got 110 pen. Oh my goodness gracious me, this is going to hurt.
Just load up with APCR and wait till you get called a hacker.
IS, what are you doing, dude? You could drive anywhere and you're driving into me. So what we want to do is hide our crappy armor behind this thing. There we go. That's where we want to be. Only we can't see over the top of that, so we're going to have to advance forward. There's a Sturb and Amel. Sturb and Amel. Here we go. Drive forward. Still got 7 left in the clip. This thing is hilarious. He'll be starting to panic around about now. Yeah, it's just, and now what? He's just gonna wreck me. Two, 3, 4, 5. Jesus wept. Change to AP. We've still got half a clip left here. Oops, we wasted one. That's not a good idea. Ow. That is not a tank that he would be used to running up against. Angling to multiple targets in this thing is not fun. Auto-loading fun. Or he's like, must have fired that bloke. No. Oh my goodness gracious me. Full reload. These secrets out. He's like, what the hell is going on here? I'm just throwing a heap at the wall. He's like, who is that? Why is that? It's like a never-ending gun. Willy Wonka's all-day gobstopper in gun form. Fire off the last one for a full reload. There you go. People haven't seen that gun before, have they?
No, they're a little shocked in game, I think, as well as the stream.
Okay, there's 2,300 damage. Get Aussie Man reviews. See, this is the funky thing. I was around. I think I was around before Aussie Man reviews. I can't tell for sure, but he just talks like an Aussie. It's just how we talk.
Bushka, get Aussie Man reviews on stream with you as a gameplay announcer, lol.
Yeah, why not? He's a good man, Aussie Man reviews. I like him. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're playing. How can you not enjoy playing this tank with that gun? I mean, it is pretty hilarious. You never knew about this autoloader. It's not fun when you get up tiered. I'll tell you that right now. You try and play this thing as an IS-3 defender's coming towards you, and you may as well go spit. Like, you're not doing anything. Oh, we're on. Here, we got a full load. We're ready to roll. On PC, you just hold down the right mouse button and you can look around anywhere. Will you ever stream the Mighty Jingles? Probably not. He'd be in bed by now, the Jingles, wouldn't he? Oh, no, he might still be up. I met him, but yeah, I've met him, Quickie Baby, Circumflex, Aging Jedi, all those dudes, the one and only. They're nice bikes. Punching the numbers here. We go to the turbo, the engine boost. Yeah, baby. I'm going to give away the tank later in the stream.
Of course you met your son. I mean, jeez.
Shut up, Stinky, you grub.
You didn't decide on which tank you're giving away yet, eh?
Yeah, I haven't. I think we might give away a Matilda, because of in honor of the British line.
Oh, lovely.
So we're in a screwed up situation here. There is no way we can keep up with the tanks in front of us. This is great. This is the first real example we've had. We've got to turn and solo, put out an SOS. I don't know why they're driving through spawn. That is absolutely idiotic. They are driving through spawn. Like, they haven't been there for a minute and a half.
Can you play 2 rounds with E100?
Oh, mate, it's just Pizibu. I appreciate it, mate, but this is a Brit Td tech tree stream. Why are they in their spawn? Oh my goodness gracious me. And this is, you know, I'm spotted. Big strife. SU-100's like, happy days. Here comes a bloke for me to kill.
Looks like that one went right through. Another one like that should finish them. Nice shot. Punched right through
How many bullets does he have in that gun? He's thinking right now. And here we go. And this is the tank all over. Hey, there's nothing I can do about this. It's all because the team was just terrible and really didn't know what to do. They pushed through spawn on this map. Like, you can see, there is no one down there. Why would you push through spawn? And that left you alone because it's 20 kilometers an hour. And this is exactly why people hate the AT series. You don't have a choice. You've got to turn and face because there's no choice in the matter. So that's excellent. That's we've been looking for an example of that the whole time. That's the 7, okay? Now, there's a huge and consistent playstyle with all these guys where you've got to be pretty aggressive. You've got to waltz on through because if you're not, you end up getting left behind, and there's nothing worse than being found at the back of the queue in these guys. We get to the AT-15 and things get a little bit easier simply because you finally get 10 degrees of gun depression. And that allows you, if you have to hold a line, get into situations like this where you can go up, and we'll change that to a tier 8 tank so you can actually see it's not that strong, the armor profile. AMX 1390 is also a light tank, so we'll go for a heavy tank, 5100. So if you can get the gun angled up like this and post on it so that you've got a tank that kind of looks at that angle while the gun is looking straight ahead, that's your best armor profile. And that's where the AT-15 and indeed the Tortoise can be really, really effective. I'll try and get us another game in the AT-7 just because that gun is pretty hilarious to do, right? I can't give away the Angry Connor Fireball. I can only give away tech tree tanks, right, at tier 5. So we've got the Matilda BP, which is what we're going to be giving away. I'll play a game in the AT-15. Are you guys happy with the AT-7? Are you happy that you've seen enough of that?
Yeah, I'm good with it, personally.
What about the guys on channel? You happy with that? And thank you very much to those of you who have donated. Sonda, you're a champion. Thank you for coming back all the time, amigo. You want to see another? Okay, well, it's in battle at the moment. Okay. You want more? Okay.
Why don't you talk about the loadout that you put in there for the equipment and what you recommend and why?
Okay, that's a good point. All these tanks, you run pretty much the rammer on the proper guns. They have excellent guns. The pen's good enough to get the job done. One more autoloader. One more autoloader, you clowns. I use optics. There's nothing worse in these tanks if you're stuck on your own than not being able to see another tank. It's pretty brutal. Vertical stabilizer, your accuracy is excellent on all the guns. I mean, and vertical stabilizer, being able to mount that on a turreted TD, on a non-turreted TD, is a big bonus. You've got to have the improved traverse, right? You have to have it. I'd also run the calibrated shells on this thing, just because you don't really need. Oh, can you run a gun rammer on this? Holy hell, you can run a gun rammer on the autoloader.
Nice.
I didn't realize that.
That's the only one that I've never seen.
You used to be able to do this on the
Bushka, can I have Matilda? I'll buy you a beer.
Mate, I don't drink, and I can't just give it to you, I'm afraid, amigo. Face slapper, you champion. You used to be able to do that on the Chi-Ri as well. And I can't believe that you can still do that on this tank. There you go. Sneaky stuff review. Reveal. Oh, we're on. We're on.
Rainbow emoji donation.
Rainbows.
You did do. You've already run it with the Top Gun already, haven't you?
No, not yet. I haven't run it with the proper gun yet. You're right.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess some people would love to see it with a Top Gun.
Oh God, good luck, says I Hate Camper.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, we're going with the heavies because basically they're the only people we can keep up with. Oh, we've only got one heavy and it's a Tiger P. If you get in a tier 8 game in this tank, sucks to be you. Busting out the engine boost. Woo! Our Hellcat is AFK. Interesting. You gotta hope that you get a lot of heavies, hey? Thanks, Face Slapper. Stay hydrated, baby. More guitar, more guitar.
Okay then, just have $2 more. Stay hydrated.
Okay, I'm stopping here because there is absolutely no chance that these guys are going to be going, wow, there's a light tank in the heavy route. Color me surprised. Shifty-eyed fox. T-3485. Is there anyone behind me looking this way? No. He wants to smash that Hellcat. Oh, we got an SP1C. Excellent.
Critical hit. Enemy is hit.
Oh, here's trouble. Still got 2 in the round here. Hopefully we can get them off before we die. No. No good. Should we go for a full reload? We're on a full reload again. Oh my god. So little traverse. No. No, my friend. You shall not pass. Come on. Oh, he's got me. He's got me. Oh, he's set on fire. Untouch my wheel. Unlock my wheel, you grub. Come on, Comet. Shifty-eyed Fox, the T-37. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Going for a full reload again. Oh my god. Nice AT, says the SP1C. I can't go out there. I'm going to get shreked. That SU is going to tear me apart. Flank. Have you seen the tank I'm in? My best hope is to actually get a shot into the side of one of these things and perma-track them. But dude, are they in platoon? Nope, 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 nope. All the nopes. Come on, LTTB. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. We did our best. How much fun is that gun? It's hilarious. 1900 shots fired, 27 shots fired. So let's play it now. One time only with the proper gun, right? And give it an actual chance. I did not realize you could run a gun rammer on that thing. That is pretty hilarious. Pretty freaking hilarious. Yeah, as soon as you get up to it. But I gotta say, I should do a video on that and some other low-key stuff. I got COD'd Abyssus, but do you see, this is the thing with these tanks. 99% of not getting COD'd in these tanks is preparation. And that means be friends with a rock. Be friends with a wall. Be friends with the carcass of your dead enemies. You've got to stay near them, hey. You've got to stay near them. My Sherry Moa. We've got 524 people. Got to get rid of them. Brighter than a summer. Sorry. That kind of made me laugh. My Sherry Moa. Brighter than a summer's day. 524. Ba-ba-ba-bow, ba-da-bow. Oh, come on, AT7. Come on. Come on. Proper gun, and straight away, not as much fun. I feel like I just want to run that autoloader all day. It is such a giggle. Anyone else just want me to run the autoloader forever? Screw the 183.
No. We want to see the big gun.
Fair enough. What have I done with the chat? There it is. Good God. I mean, the 183 is... Okay, where are they going? They're not going to the left, so we're going... The T20 is looking at me. I think... What? Okay. What? Where are you guys going? What are you all doing? Oh, dear. So we're going to have to role play a heavy here, which means... Basically get to a spot where we can bounce some shots and hold a line because there's no one going to the left. We don't... Okay, here's something that you might not think about very often when you're driving a tank like this. Okay, here's trouble. We're in a horrible spot. If you can get to one side of the map, that means that you can't
Keep
really
these
get
Muppets
flanked.
in line during the giveaway. Hash all
Staggerly.
reported.
Hash all reported. Okay, we can't do it. Tank's just too slow. We're going to try and clear this AMX 12T. This is the wrong side. We really want to be fighting this right side here and using this building here to side scrape against.
If all viewers donate $1, I hear he'll play the TOG.
No, he bloody won't, Sticky! Although if 500 people donate $1, I sure as hell will play the TOG. Angling, angling, angling. How are we looking over here on the left? Not that great. At least I'll track this bloke. No, apparently we won't. Yeah, we did. That's weird. Turning in place. Beginning reverse, reverse, reverse. One of the other things is, in a non-turreted TD, we do not drive towards mediums. It's like asking to die. Oh dear, we're running out of humans. This is the tank we must cleanse the world of because he is a big bloody tank. Give me your drive wheel. Give me your drive wheel and I will give you justice. And then I'm going to try to stop being COD'd by getting into his carcass and then turning around his carcass, right, so that he becomes my friendly wall.
Is this the same gun that's on the Cent 1?
No, I think it's not. I think it's, oh, maybe. I'll have to check.
I think it's the AT variant, so it's not.
Yeah, so you don't get it,
same
even
gun.
if, even though it would seem you should get it. Exactly.
TOG Fund.
Get out of town. I'm not driving the TOG, you grubs. I have a wall. I have a wall. You cannot take my wall away from me, buddy. Walls are for TDs. They are not for mediums. Oh, you killed my driver. No, 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 no. You don't get the wall. You do not get the wall. Walls are not for you. They are for me. Thank you. That's how you drive an AT. Okay? And people say these tanks are bad, and it's just because they don't know what they're doing.
Play TOG or I'll camp spawn in a 183.
So that's $3.5 grand. We got a Bradley Walters, a Scout Medal, the Mastery, High Caliber. We had an AFK again. We're going to give him an activity in battle. There you go. Now you saw two things that I was doing there. One of them was I was trying to get to the right-hand side of the field because the right-hand side of the field means that I can side scrape while only showing half this tank, right?
Hot TOGs for everyone.
This is my wall. There are many like it, but this one is mine. That's a great call. That's a great call, Mingles. I love it. I'm not driving a freaking TOG, you weirdos. Oh my god. Ah, right. Maybe we'll drive a TOG. I don't know. That's tough. Okay. If you get to the right-hand side of the field, you saw how hard it was for that ARL to pen me because I was covering up the weak points on the tank. And then when I killed the T-29, I immediately turned around and put my ass into the T-29. That means it's harder for anyone to get around me, and they've got to go a lot longer to go around, and that increases the chance that I'm going to be able to traverse and follow them and get them, right? I also kept tracking tanks. If you track tanks in tanks like the AT line, they have high rate of fire, superb accurate guns, and if you can blow through their repair kits, you can keep them stuck in place and then farm their damage. You do it with all the AT guns. You do it with the autoloader, you do it with this one, but this is the proper gun for this tank, hey? Like, it's really where it needs to be. Now, let's go on up to the tier 8, the AT-15, or we'll never get there. Freaking togs. Freaking togs. What is it with you people on the tog? Yes, we'll get to a tog game. I will play a tog game. You're all off your heads. There's something wrong with you. I don't know what it is, but as human beings, there's an issue. Right. We'll freaking run a tog. Stinky, you're a dickhead. Here we go. We're playing the tog. If you tuned in to watch the AT line, you can thank Stinky and all the other idiots for the tog.
If I could put you all in a timeout, I would.
Far out. Yes! Yes, I'm driving a tog. Stop the tog.
Best part of the tog is capping A, B, and C in supremacy. # hot tog fund.
Yeah, it's Stinky in a timeout yet. You clown. You clown. There you clown. Hot tog.
The only good
yellow
Brit tank is a tog.
It's just idiots. Okay, we'll have one game in the tog, and then we are going to go back to doing the AT line. You weirdos. Yep, you're all a bit weird. I have to turn down the screen for this, or it's going to come in the goggles.
Jesus.
The goggles.
Stop with the spamming of tog.
Toggity Toggerson. I'm going to turn the screen down just a little bit more here.
Last game of Steam tog.
Tog. The tog has all the problems of the AT line. Basically, no, it's not. It's majestic. Awesome. So someone knows who I am. It's slow and has a great gun, but it has no armor. You can't hide the armor profiles. What a lot of the superior tog drivers like to do is reverse side scrape the fat toggy. Fishy does that. Oxbow, all the boys like reverse sides. AT series equals rage. Togorama. Oh dear God.
It works.
Yeah, righto, here we go. Tog 2 is life. Tog is life. Righto. It's a big bag of hit points, basically. You're rolling forward, you're getting hit. This KV-1S knows where it's at. Oh, he's fired. Oh, I don't have adrenaline. Don't have adrenaline. First victory for the tog. Yeah, that's right. Shoot the other guy. Track ya.
Yes, tog.
2 kills for the tog. Coming around the corner. Wreck me like one of your French girls. That's a scene from a famous movie. Coming up on the SU-85I. Slowly. Thinking about life. What I might have for lunch today. Those kind of things. Oh, go the tog. Majestic. Oh, someone stole my
Hashtag
Ras.
Tog Life.
Still moving. Still shaking. Still doing the business. Ammo racks are for other people. Trying to reverse side scrape to this guy up here in the 3601H. Hot togs for intermission snacks. Hot dogs with tomato sauce. Sailing in for the second course. That's right. Oh! Hatch shot through
Back
the
again
wood.
bit late. For me, it's series equals rage.
I gotta say, for a tank line that so many people get upset about, I've had a whole bunch of really high games, and I think it goes to show. There you go. You got your Tog. You got your Tog. Stop it. Stop it. 7 kill Tog, I wish. 907 damage. Right, we're back to the tiers. Back to the TDs. British TDs. Right, we're going to tier 7. AT7. Oh, we've done that. We're
Tog,
going to tier
tog,
15.
tog, 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 choo choo.
Stop it! Righto. AT15. Back on track. Finally, with the AT15, we get a tank that can also muster up a little bit of gun depression. Now, you get 10 degrees of gun depression. So you're not forced to just fight in the flat and side scrape.
Hot dogs for intermission snacks.
Well, we've... Okay. Now, I'm pushing out again. I'm not a big believer in taking guns like the AT-15 and leaving it out of the battle. Now, you've got enough armor if you get support. And if your team is willing to push forward, you should probably have a crack with them. Plus, these are dunes. Why is that important?
Hot T-O-G-G-I-T-Y tog.
It doesn't know how to spell hot toggity tog. Why is that important? In dunes, you can do what we like to call posting. Now, you want to be looking at the tanks like this. You want to try and hide your weak points, accentuate your strong armor profile, and use that gun depression and those angles to put out some damage. Now, that's a pretty reasonable armor profile. That IS-6 over there, we don't have enough gun depression to get down. You have to go over the top, spam one in. Good penetration numbers will do that for you, and a good gun will do that for you. Now, we've got people on the right, people on the left, and we're going to try and support this SP1C and stay under the profile for the rest of these guys. I got you, SP1C. Whatever happens, I got you, buddy. Move, mate. Move, move, move.
We didn't even scratch them.
Good stuff, SP1C. You're getting some help over there. AT-15A has been caught without support on this flank. Angling up, pushing around, and we're going to do the whole thing all over again. There's the SU-152. Not really helping his team a whole hell of a lot there. Again, this gun is glorious. All the guns are glorious. You can see I'm slowly grinding through and helping the team out. Gonna clear a little bit of the debris, have a bit of a fracas, and then we're pushing up over here into the KV-4. He's not looking at us. Great, let's try and track him. Get absolutely nothing. Not very happy with that. IS-6, much better result. And can we get some of the Tiger 2 as well? We can. Now, a lot of big heavy tanks there. A lot of hit points to take advantage of. We've cleared all their TDs. We've helped support the team. And we're now going to start pushing up into this area down here below the cap. Why? Because, man, seriously, if we sit out the back here, these guys will grind themselves to death. The 44, the SP1C, they're feeling pretty aggressive. The best thing we can do is get right up close and personal here and take some of the hit point pool we've got and help the rest of the team with it, because they're all light and don't really have the lights or heavies that don't have a lot of armor. So this is really the key part of the game. The decision we made earlier to move and have a plan is really helping this tank. It's going to mean we're in a position to use the hit point pool of the rest of our team and possibly help this SP1C out, or at least avenge his death when he gets cleared by this Tiger 2.
We've hit them hard. Enemy armor is damaged.
We're going to take one here, can't be helped.
Track, we're immobilized.
That's all right. Clear this Tiger 2. Start traversing on the spot. Pull back away from this IS-6.
Punched right through their armor.
Good gun traverse, and it's a win. Now that's how you play these tanks, right? This is how you use them. You can't sit in spawn with them. You've got to move the tank about. You've got to really make it part of the team. Use the hit point pool. Use the angle of the tank. So basically, I'm trying to get the tank up at this angle as often as possible. If you imagine that's the chassis of the tank, because your gun can actually point down. So when you angle up with these tanks, you get this tremendous armor profile that people don't realize is there. Like, that's an easy pen. That's not, right? Look at that. Look at that thing. Even from the perspective of, say, an IS-6, let's particularly, because they're the tanks you're going to run into a lot. Premium Russian heavies. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to have to try and deal with that, that's for sure. If that's all they can see over the top of a dune, then they're getting shreked, as my son would say. So let's go one more in the AT-15, then we're going to drive a couple in the Tort, and then we're going to do a couple in the 183. Well, actually, we'll go straight to the Tort, because we're running short of time. Camo. We've done the tog. We've done the tog. Stop it. Spell doggity. Hot toggity doggity. Whee! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. What's my wife texting me here? She's been texting me. Holy balls.
Ride you from Galapagos tortoise.
Why is this such a long queue?
Everybody's trying to get in on you?
I don't understand. Oh, okay, yeah. I do understand. I might have supremacy mode switched off. And
yeah.
I think I do. Yeah, I think that's why. Other. Okay, turn supremacy mode on. Turn off zone control mode. That doesn't worry me. There we go. Battle. Play more talk. No, dude. We're going to do this straight in. Yeah, there we go. Dynasty's Pearl. Now I'm going to show you one of the spots I like on this map. It's a little bit sneaky. What do they got? They got
Instead
one
of
light.
tortoise, play more tog choo-choo.
They got a 49, a 44. Hold my beer, Bushka. Awesome teddy bear. Oh my god, I know who it is. Alright, there is a spot I often go to here. Just about here. You get mediums and lights peeking over the top of that hill often. They'll sneak up and peek over there. Awesome teddy bear is going to protect me. Please, dude, don't. And I like to just wait here and see if they peek. And they've only got a conch there. That's weird. Okay, fair enough. And now we're rolling again. This is a bit of a tough spot for this tank, because on this map it's very, very hard to put yourself in that situation.
The queue is slow because you're playing the
God,
tortoise.
Stagger, you grub. It's very, very hard to put yourself in a situation where you can, from this angle, where you can hide that bit there, that corner with your big tubby bit, while at the same time not being hit from the left. And it's very, very hard for that T-34 to hold that. So we want to push up to where this IS-3 is, get past here, so we only really need to worry about one side of the map, right? That's basically where we want to go. And then we're just going to push really hard down in this 54E1. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? This is what the tank does very well. It does a lot of DPM, but we're now surrounded by lights and meds, which is not good. It's not good for me.
Hope
It's
I
not good for
haven't
them.
missed the TOG stream.
We have Hesh as well, so you can see 612 alpha on that one. Switching back to AP. A lot of DPM coming out of this thing. A lot of nasty big numbers. Borsigs and things particularly do not want to be dealing with you, right? Because you've got Hesh. Hesh will hurt. That's great. You take one for that. 441 is a low Hesh roll. 550. Back to AP to make sure we get the kill.
Can we get a game in the TOG for old time's sake?
Stop it!
It seems like so long ago since you played it. Ha ha ha.
Retrovision, the Borsig isn't happy. I don't know what he's saying. He could be typing something completely innocuous. He's still typing. I don't know if he's just typing asterisks on purpose. Tortoise has mad DPMs. All the DPMs. Just absolutely mad DPM, hey. This gun, okay, this gun. Let's talk about the gun. 120mm AT gun L1A1. It's a 400 alpha damage gun that rolls out at 9.14 rounds a minute. And if you can get the Hesh going on, you're running at like massive, massive damage. So that poor old Tort, that poor old Borsig getting in front of me is such a limited life expectancy. People don't like this tank. I have run great numbers in this tank forever. Like, it will absolutely shred, but you can't stop going forward. Hey, in all the videos I'm playing these AT style tanks, right, I'm driving directly forward. I'll give the tank away after this game in the Tortoise. Hopefully, this is the last game we play in the Tort. Unless you guys have any questions in them, right? Tortoise is not bad. The Tortoise is a great tank if you drive it correctly, like any of the AT line. You've seen me drive these things this whole stream, and I keep putting them in positions to be successful, right? And that means we basically get the winner.
Would you say the Tortoise has more DPM than the Object 263?
Yes, it's got more DPM than I think everything bar the Yag Tiger. It's very close. It's very close. I'll have to go check. The SU-122-54 is the other one that people don't realise has the same kind of DPM.
Can't believe I missed most of the stream due to work. When will you have the next?
So they've been super aggressive. This is a nightmare scenario and a good one to actually be involved in. I can't push up there, okay? I've got to basically just hide as much of my flank as possible and try to out DPM these guys. So for every hit point they take off me, I want to hopefully trade one back. Now the IS-6, if he pushed out, that would be lovely. Good job, good job. Now I'm going to reward those heavies by pushing out with them and clearing up their flank. So they're going to push on those guys there. That's great. I'm going to clear these guys here. If I can get another shot into this guy, all well and good. If not, I'm just going to clear the guys next to him. Here we go. Tracked him. Okay, so we've basically got to burn this guy as much as possible. The T-34 and 1's coming up on my flank as well. So, could be in a bit of strife here. We want to try and raise up that armor profile between shots.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Go to APCR for the last shot if we can get it on this IS-8. Okay, so now I'm in trouble. I've got 3 tanks here, but I've got guys behind me. That's cool. MBT-70 doesn't... where is that T-30? That would be nice to know. I'm spotted. No one else is spotted. There's the T-30. Great. At least we found him. Even though it's going to cost us. Didn't mean to press that button at all. Yeah, that's my fault. Oh, good stuff. There's the phone. Can you guys hear that phone ring?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry. All right, back. Back, sorry. A lot going on there. The reason I didn't camp there was pretty simple. They had lights and meds, right? Or one light, one med. Our lights and meds didn't contest low. So that meant if I was camping up top, I was going to be having lights and meds pushing around on me. I'd have to turn to face them, and that leaves my flank exposed. That's why. So we still managed to pump out a little bit of damage there. Well, more than most of the team. We'll give the turret one more go. And this is great. This is another situation where this is not an ideal map. Yeah, Abyssus. Cheers, mate. So do they want to push on the flank? They do. Okay. Papillon, 22. I remember reading that book. Papillon meaning butterfly in French, I believe.
Yep.
This is terrible for the Tort. We're very, very slow. If they spot us, and that Borsig is already there, if they spot us here, we could be in licorice all sorts. Because we literally can't spot for ourselves. We're big as a house. We're very, very large. And they've gone flank far right. So I don't know if their mediums are pushed around here, but what we want to do is get into the dunes here and use our gun depression and our big traverse. Now look at the traverse on the gun. So I can get it all the way over there to the left. That means that that's the armor profile they're seeing, which is a lot harder to pen than that armor profile there, okay? So you should always be angling this tank, and they call that posting, really. So they're flanking pretty hard. What I can do here is push all the way back here and hopefully get set up in a position where, even though I can't push successfully, I can guard this flank to a degree. Now, if anyone pushes out on me, I could be in strife still, but I have a little bit of camo here to use, a little bit of elevation to get the gun in the right spot. That's 5 spotted, so we're missing 2. We're not missing any meds, though. We're only missing 1 heavy. We're missing 1 heavy, I think. Okay, they're not pushing the flank. We've gone over the railway line. Ah, Jesus wept. Excuse the language. I'm not giving away a tog. Here we go. We finally got a bloke up here. Took us quick shot because basically, yeah. This is your worst nightmare with an AT line tank, hey. Can I pen that? I don't think I can. Yeah, he's pulled back. Cool. Well, the Tiger can't get me from there. That's cool. Bounced off my butt. Seriously? I did not mean to press that button, people. This is perfect. This is exactly why people struggle in this tank.
When are you doing the toaster only stream?
Toaster only stream. This side of never, amigos.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
No, 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 no. Ah, you bugger. There's no one left. That's a problem. Oh, hello. Where'd that go? Nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. And that's the bad part. And we was waiting for a game like that to showcase it. You get on maps like that. Sorry, the phone just went off my way again. So you get on maps like that, and you can't really do much about it. And that's the thing people hate. You get a team that pushes across that last part of the map, and they get themselves in terrible situations, and then it just falls apart, and you're left on your own at the back. And that's the part where it falls down. And that's the big negatives on the tank. We've been pretty lucky thus far in that we've been able to get... We haven't had lots of maps in that kind of vein, but that's a really bad map for it. Desert Sands is horrible. If you have to push out to the flank, it's where the tank's in its worst possible situation. You don't really get a choice in the matter. And if the team leaves you alone, a lot like if you watched the stream earlier, the game on Mayan Temple, you just can't keep up. You end up in a situation where they're in a position that you can't support. You can't get shots on the targets that are chewing through them, and you can't get shots on the targets that are behind you either without getting the tank in a bad situation. So that's good. That's a really good example of it. Now we're going to give a tank away. We're going to give away the Matilda Black Prince. A tog in a bog sitting on a log with a frog. Oh my god. Okay, so I will ask one question.
A tog in a bog sitting on a log with a frog.
Shh. Okay. Johnny, give me a number between 1 and 20.
11.
Okay. So I will ask a question. The question I ask will be in YouTube chat, right? The 11th correct response to that question will get a Matilda BP, okay? This tank here. It will be the response as it's seen on my screen, not as it is on your screen, because when you type out, there is no lag between you and YouTube, so you will appear on your screen before you appear on my screen. So it's not up to you counting down, okay? So I'm going to ask the question in the YouTube chat, not on the audio. I will type the question in the YouTube chat, and I will take the 11th correct response. Was 11? Yeah, okay, 11 was the number you said. So, what tank... Here we go. The clue is in the question. I want the 11th correct response to what tank is the tier 6 British premium tank called the Tog that I drove earlier. Okay, hit me with it. Okay. Okay, we will have our answer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Coiner AD, dude, you typed TIG. I can't give it to you for the TIG. I'm sorry, dude. It's going to go to Anonymo B. Anonymo B. is the winner of the Matilda BP. Okay. Anonymo B is the winner. Guys, no more calls, please. We have a winner. Anonymo B, what is your in-game name?
Certainly is fair, Vikram.
Tog 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 tog.
Vikram, it's completely random, dude. It doesn't get much more random than picking a random number between 1 and 20 and taking that person. It doesn't get much more random than that. I can't use software. I'm using a Mac, by the way. And none of the bots work with Macs. It's just a nightmare. Okay, so Anonymo B, you are the winner. Do we have his username? In-game name, the Mighty Mosh. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure I looked you up correctly. Yeah, I've got you here. From NA, the Mighty Mosh from Rump X. Lovely name. Google Docs. Here we come. Okay, so we're going to play the Death Star now. Bookmarks. Favorites.
Get out your marshmallows. It's time to camp.
That's right. We're not going to be camping. We will be driving it like a proper tank.
Matthew, I mean, you did the Bat Chat line. There's a whole review on it.
Yeah, I did that last week, dude.
So would you have any equipment recommendations for the Nash horn?
I'll get to the Nash. I just want to finish off this one first. I'm sorry. Okay, so first of all, the 183. Run calibrated shells, right? Run calibrated shells. The biggest bonus with this tank, with calibrated shells, is that it gives 10% to your hash
Had
rounds.
to wait for the Price is Right wheel to stop.
Thanks, Dana. Thanks very much, Dana. You're a champion. 242 millimeters of hash pen. That's why you run calibrated shells, really. And your whole play style is peekaboom. So the reload speed, it would be lovely to get up to 3.2 rounds a minute instead of like 2.99, 2.97 I think it is. But you're far better off being able to pen most tanks with hash, really. Okay. The other thing is, you're not going to be spotting for yourself. Okay, just run camo net. It's not hard. And battle. I'm going to do a couple of different things to what most people normally do. I'll quite often push in this tank. It's a really good area of denial tank. If you've got heavies that are pushing up and they're getting peekaboomed, having a 183 behind them will dead set just stop everyone from pushing on them. But it doesn't appear that our E100 is awake. There we go, he's moved. And our E5 is going to the middle of the map. So, I don't know what you want me to do here. I may actually be forced to camp, because really, they've got 4 TDs, we've got 3. Right.
Time for Bushka to camp and make every red hate him.
So the E5 maybe he's trying to spot, that's great, but he didn't actually spot, so we don't get any targets. There's the Jaegeroo, he's pushing up. No one's pushed up. So I can't really push here, which is bizarre. Winter Malinovka and no one's pushed up. It's going to get this gun back as far... Jaegeroo's pushed up. Righto, no worries, mate. I'll support you. Fair call. This is a really odd game.
Yep.
straight away. This is just a super odd game. What a bizarro game. And team is all flanking around to the bottom. So I'm going to just sit here and hopefully get a shot into this 183 when he pops. There's our first kill. Hit the adrenaline. Yep, that'll do it. So we're basically making hit point trades here off our Yag's hit point pool, not ours, which is great. And now we're going to push up because the Yag's done the right thing. I'll push up. Use my hit point pool on him. Double tap on the Yag. Excellent stuff. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Like I said, you want to make sure those Hesh rounds pen. They're the big key here. Like, the Hesh rounds is where the love is at. $4K for 3 shots. Anyway, moving along. There we go. Interesting map. Now we've got 1 medium, they've got 3 mediums, so I doubt we're going to be able to contest right without getting absolutely shreked. So I'm pulling to the right for the team.
Because it doesn't take long.
I don't know where that guy was going. Happy days, they're all moving. Okay, cool. We want to get down to ground level here as quickly as possible. We do not want to get stuck up here and spotted because we will get absolutely shreked. They will really push hard into us if they spot us. Everyone will drop everything and blow adrenaline to kill a 183. I mean, I know I will. Most people will. You can see, though, that I am pushing up with my heavies. Again, I want to be able to use the hit point pool of the tanks with me to get shots off and peek-a-boom. That will act in 2 ways. It will stop people from pushing on them because no one pushes around a corner when they know they're going to cop one of these between the eyeballs. And it will also mean that I don't get left behind and flanked by multiples. I will turn and help this Yag if he gets really hardcore pushed on.
How about an all-American line vote next stream? # make American line great again.
Just can't resist poking out to see if he's loaded or not.
Yeah, exactly. Is he loaded yet? Is he loaded yet? I don't think he's loaded. He's loaded. Back to the garage. M48, pushing around. I like being low down here. That Yag's going to get hammered. Righto. I don't want to push into the... tough gig. Tough gig. I've chosen the Yag, Aru over some other worthy options there. I'm spotted too, so I'm moving right up. Still missing 2 mediums. There's 4. Come on, Yagaru. Let's get this job done. Super Troll. Now, I don't know if that 54 knows if I've fired or not. So I'm going to push around here and try and clear this pattern. We're still missing a medium tank. I'm expecting him to be around here, hey. Using these to block this T-54. Don't have everything in the chamber here. There's the other med. That'll certainly stop him tunneling. No, he's still there. Excellent stuff. If he's AFK, I'm just going to leave him there while we go and clear this T-54. Things are looking good all around. Good stuff. Now we're off up to the mouse. Now the mouse is giving those guys some big time issues. Hey. Leopard 1, I think, is still there. Cool. Pretty mobile tank too. And the fact that it's got this turret allows it to set shots up so much easier than a non-turreted TD like the Jaegeru. It really does. Leopards come back to life. Cool.
Yeah, he was having a quick
I'm
nap.
just going to HE this mouse, hey, because there's no point. You've got that much HE pen. As long as you can hit him somewhere, you'll kill him.
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
He's looking around for that IS-7. That's probably a bad idea, but he's got no good choices left, hey. And that's the 183. Follow people around, move in the tank when possible, and it becomes just an awesome deterrent. One more game in it. It's also like the most played because people just love the freaking thing. Now, Anonymo, I will be putting your tank prize into the stream spreadsheet I've got for Wargaming. That will allow them to invoice the tank at some point in the next 2 weeks, right? So they got 4 mediums. I mean, one of them's going to push middle, right? And yeah, no worries. I don't know why a 215B's going middle. He's got a rear-mounted turret. That is a horrible choice. I can't be sure that I'm going to pen in the middle. So what I'm going to do instead is load up high explosive squash head. What is this guy doing? Why? I don't know what he's doing. No one's going middle. Excellent. That was pretty hilarious.
The truck is damaged.
And it deserved... I mean, the gun should troll you like that sometimes because it really is ridiculously strong.
So what's your recommendation for, I don't know, nerfing it then?
Take away the pen, mate. Take away the pen. The heat... Oh my god. The HE pen is ridiculous.
You wouldn't do the same thing you do with the KB2 and just make the thing bounce out the barrel and have a 50-50 shot at hitting more than 100 meters?
No, it wouldn't work at tier 10. Like, at tier 10, that's just would blow it. But make the AP round the round that people actually fire, you know? At the moment, that's not the case. At the moment, your standard round is a HESH round, and your premium round is an AP round. It's a really weird... Come on, you know you want to point over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Wargaming has a pretty specific grid for, or matrix for how much damage each caliber gun does, right?
Yeah, but they bend it all the time. I mean, they constantly bend it. Like, the T-54E1 and the Batchat and that have 105mm guns that have a 310 average alpha. The, oh my god, this guy's gun is in the way. This 57 heavy, dead set. What are you doing here, buddy? It's like the XML, the T49A and the MBT70. The differences in the 150mm guns is pretty startling.
Oh, okay. So if they made it even a little more normal alpha, then either would.
Yeah. I'm screwed here. This is good. This is how the tank should be screwed when you get stuck in situations like this. Jeez, that's lovely, Mouse. Lovely chat. Yeah, 57 heavy. I don't know what he was doing there either. And that's the negative of the tank. Like, the gun trials, you miss a couple of shots that you were going to splash people with HE, and the team falls apart on the other side of the map, and you're screwed. Here we go. This is like the prima ballerina of this map. You go to the parking spot on top and you shoot people without being spotted. If you have a good game, you can rack up monster numbers, and it's basically all about farming damage off your team's hit point pool. We've only got 2 TDs in this map, but the Yag Tiger is a little bit slow to get here, so we're pushing up. We've not seen any of their heavies yet. Oh, there's an IS-7. Excellent stuff. Worth a shot. Doesn't hurt us. Now, so they've got 2 heavies pushing through in a B. Cool bananas. Come on, T-54. You know you want to do it. Jeez, the gun's trolling the hell out of us here. We've still got an E100 in there, which is good. So we've got some help. Just bad shooting on my part, really. How long has it been going for? 2 hours. Yeah. Old man skills are starting to seep in. This is not the tank. This is Bushka playing like a dweeb. I thought I'd switched ammo types there. I didn't, and so we did absolutely no damage because that little row of sandbags blows up my high explosive shell. Yeah, this is a bad game by me, not by the tank. Looking to clear a tank. Finally. I feel so bad for my team. I've just played this one like an absolute mollusk. And this is the kind of 183 driver that people really hate. Hey. I have just wasted so many opportunities here and basically got my team killed. And I've done nothing. I've not been spotted once. Like, the poor guys, they're probably sitting there wondering, who is this absolute clown? Who's going to finish with good numbers? Oh, this is the perfect 183 game. This is, oh my God. This is like the perfect 183 game, right? So I've done 2,700 damage in a tier 10 match, 2,754, and I've had a horrible game, and my team's lost, and it looks like, oh my God, look at all the damage I've done. And this is why you get people playing 10,000 games in this tank, right? I played like an absolute clown. I pressed the button to change ammo types, and it didn't register, so I fired Hesh into a sandbag. Like, I missed shots in the T-54, gun trolled me a bit there, but the other ones were bad shots. Yet I've come out of there with nearly 2,800 damage. I think I'm an amazing player when all my other tier 10s average like 1,500 damage. It's just mind-boggling. That's a horrible game, right? I I played so badly there, and I've not been punished at all. I took no damage. I didn't get spotted. This is just like this, and that's the meta. Like, it's so bad. Last game, and then I'm done because I'm getting kind of tired.
Let's get this show on the road.
I'm getting pretty shagged, to be honest. And heavy's going to push. I'll push if there's heavies. Hey, guys, where are you going? Push! Pushy big pushes in! Push, 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 push! Nope. Not pushing. Not pushing. Pushing. Middle. Wait. Where are you guys going? I don't even... I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? I want to support you in your push, guys, but you've just gone to the middle. Yeah.
Well, that way they can get shots on both sides.
This sucks. Yeah, not really happy with this at the moment, but there you go. This is a terrible spot to be in. This is like the ultimate 183 spot. The E5 and the IS8 are all up there, and the VK is in cap, so I guess I'll go and try and help this T54, maybe? Here we go. No. Righto. Abandoning hope, all ye who enter here. Yeah.
One of our trucks was hit.
I have no idea what that team is doing. A remounted heavy tank tried to cap. At least we're stopping this 268 from pushing around. The 4502B wants us. This is such a bizarre game. I'm trying to stay low here. IS8's gone from one side of the map to the other. The 54 is still in town? Like to clear a gun here. Like it to be the 62A. Likes aren't going to make any difference because it's not going to happen.
We've lost a truck.
That was pretty troll.
Truck hit. Penetration. Fuel tank hit. Sail up.
What is this guy doing? Comrade Lord Putin. Yeah, that's just a complete waste of a really, really good opportunity. I don't know what to tell you. 54 is finally dead. So we had 3 heavy tanks. If they pushed town, we could have pushed town. We could have supported them. And we end up in a situation where they don't... Oh, look at that. 4502B and IS8. Oh my god. Not finishing on that for a battle, guys.
Oh, come on now.
No, no, no. We are not finishing on that. Just follow the team. The team didn't go anywhere. That's what I'm saying. The team went nowhere. Yeah, I am a bit miffed at that. I want to drive the tank aggressively and show people how you can be successful in it. And it's just... there's no one moving forward. Because generally I play it very, very forward. I will push the tank right behind my heavy tanks as they push. But none of the heavy tanks are doing anything. In fact, our two heavies both got zeros in that game, hanging out in spawn. So we've got 3 lights, 3 mediums, 1 light. And what I want to do here is show you this spot where you actually want gun depression. You want to reverse your gun depression to support these guys up there who are trying to go hull down. If you want to do that, you have to reverse up like that. And then I'm going to push forward because I'm just sick of waiting at the back. So you reverse up from the back to do that. We're just going to make some hit point trades here that are pretty ugly. We're going to plant our asses in C and start that cap rolling. Come on, guys, get into him. Gotta get this cap. Anyone? Anyone else? Is there anyone else watching the cap? They've got A and B dudes. Alright, I know when I'm beat. I'm not playing that again. Or if I am, it's going to be without supremacy on, that's for sure. Nah, stuff it. I don't want to play the 183. I don't like it anyway. So that's it, guys. That's the AT line. Really, really good tanks. Especially funky, I think, was the AT7, which people don't realise you can play with an autoloader.
You can always end on a high tog note.
And we're going to end on an autoloader note. We're going to play another game in the AT7 autoloader, just for fun and giggles. That wasn't NA, dude. That was Asia. They dead set. Supremacy game. I pushed into C. People are ignoring it. We've already lost A and B. Man, that's a scary look. All right. Now look at this. We've got heavies. We've got heavies and they're pushing forward. Amazing. Pump out that engine boost. Let's finish with a big game in the autoloader. I'm not playing the tog to end. I'm playing this thing. This thing's hilarious. You can run a rammer with this. It's amazing. We're finishing on a fun tank. This is a fun tank. The sad thing is, in all those games there, I would have been better off just camping. This is awesome. Tier 8 game, and we're going to run into a whole bunch of tanks that we just can't pen. Pen the Panther too, though.
Looks like that one went right through. There it is.
Going for a full reload. It only takes 13 seconds to reload the magazine. It's hilarious. Here we go. Pushing around. Oh, there's an AMX. I'm going to fire just to see if he pushes. Yep, cool. He's like, what's going on? Why is that tank not stopping firing? And I've still got 5 left in the kick. We're going to take one from the Lerva here, but no, my friend, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Full reload. Backing up. Mr. Lerva's into us. Big troubles. Right. Who have we got on the left there? No one. This AMX is still probably trying to figure out what the hell happened before. Oh, this tank is hilarious. This Super Pershing is going to be like god awful to try and pen. Unless he drives out sideways. Just fire that last one off to actually get the gun reloading. Do you see how I fired one to make the AMX come out? That is awesome. This could be my new guilty pleasure. Honest to God. Can we do one more in that? I just want to do one more. It's 90 alpha per shot. It's horrible. All to Tog Reaper Room. No. So what have they got? They got an AT7 as well.
Hash all Tog Reaper Room stream.
There's a KV2. These fantastic gun hand. Oh! Lots of unpennable. I've just given him a steel wall.
Hey, JC.
Where JC, amigos? Blown my overpowered engine boost
Cheap
here.
shot fund, lol.
Cheap shot fun. Love it. Oh, we're in real trouble here. There's a big push coming on. Need to press the SOS button, not that it's going to help us. SOS, SOS, SOS. Look at this KV2. He's like, what the hell is going on here? What is going on? Oh my god. That is gorgeous. That is amazing. Okay, that makes me really happy finishing with that. That is hilarious. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. Anything?
Yeah, you're gonna just show. You were gonna promise to show the Nashorn equipment loadout.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yep. And that's it, though.
I think we got all our good teams out of the way early in the stream.
Yeah.
And we finished with a bang. How about that KV2? He's like, he must be thinking, when is that guy going to stop pressing the button? I really enjoy that. That is hilarious. Wow. 1257 was stop damage.
Tog for president.
Alright, so Nashorn. Nashorn, I would still use armor, not improved assembly. As long as they're in front of you, you can get away with that. Absolutely using the improved control to get things working like that. You want camo net. You're not spotting your own targets in a Nashorn, guys. You're absolutely not spotting your own targets. Rammer, enhanced gun lane drive, and vertical stabilizer. And if you have a look at the Nashi in tier 6.
I made a joke about the bright light of Bushka, and 2 people mentioned your forehead. I'm just saying.
Target. Yes, it's a, you can see there, you got 8 degrees of gun depression. So what you want to be doing is poking, firing, and then reversing away at that angle. It's not going to help you too much, especially not when your target is there. Actually, no, I don't. That's right. I use the hit points. It's the stubborn Emil that I use. The stubborn Emil that you can still get away with using armor on and getting some benefit from it. The Nash, you're just going to stick with a hit point pool. My bad, I forgot. I'll give it a quick game just to show you. It's just a big video. Hey, Connor, doing a one where you show all the equipment on all the tanks. Hey, it's pretty tough. I've really got to go have some lunch, but I loved playing that autoloader. I had forgotten all about it. It is so much fun. Hey. Because the BDR wants help, but he's not moved. Oh dear God! Seriously, guys, Leopard's not moved. Yeah, this is Asia today apparently. Gun's very
For 2
reliable.
more
Very
games, the crowd demands it.
Good. JC, all right, mate. All right. Quick shot, back it up. So a peak of booming. 9.8 seconds is the number to remember here. So basically you reload plus 4 seconds. We've got guys on the wild flank there, but no one's really helping a lot. We might not even have to expose ourselves too much there. If he doesn't, we can get another one in, cheap. No, I missed. So now we go very quiet and very still and just wait for them to pull back or go too far forward here. Pushing all the way across. Ooh, is that Hellcat paying attention? If he is, we won't get him. If he's not paying attention, we'll get him. We nailed him bad. Seriously, we nailed him bad from the side on 22 hit points. And did absolutely nothing. Okay, we're about to lose that flank. One, two, three, four. Is it worth risking one on the side? The Crusader's got him. It's all over anyway. Come on. Thank you. 88's a worry, and we've got no support here. So I'm going to try and sneak back. Oh, hang on. No, our ARL is with us. There's an SU-100Y there, amigo. So be alert. Your country needs alerts. Well, if they're going to focus in on him, I'll try and get some love into this guy over here. And then split the difference between these guys because they don't have turrets. Really? Seriously? That's a bounce. Are you kidding me? Where's that light tank gone? Leopard. Did I see him? I don't know that I saw him. Just a drive-by. It's going to cost me. Ah, good on you, Bissy. So that's one game in the Nash, right? That's one game in the National. We got one more game. Then I'm done.
You said that 4 games ago.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God, hang on one sec. There's still a dude left, isn't there? Everyone just stopped. Everyone's just like, yeah, right, we're done. Can we HE penny from the side? We should be able to. Oh, no. We can. There we go. Why do I ping my reload at 4 seconds? It lets people know, dude. People say like, oh, your reload's really quick. Why are you pinging it? It lets people know what you're doing. Like, you don't have the time to type it out in communication. And it's a great habit to get into. Because you might not always have a reload of 4 seconds, and it also allows them to know when you're about to shoot, so when they can come out again. It's really, really important. Good players will watch for that. They'll watch for that info if they're in platoon with you, and I'll let them know that you're saying, hey, I'm reloading. If he comes now, I'm not going to be able to shoot him, and all that other kind of cool stuff. It's just a really, really good habit to get into. Now I'm going to stop my tracks traversing here because I don't want to be spotted. Okay, no, they haven't come. I don't know where that went. Absolutely no idea. These guys are going to get wrecked, right? There's no two ways around that. This is a horrible position for me. But the rest of the team is going to push in here anyway. So I may as well come over here and at least add my hit point pool, paltry as it is, to the equation. SU-100 just fired.
Enemy armor is damaged. Punched right through their armor. Looks like that one went right through.
Let's clear a gun, hey?
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Everyone's coming for a little bit of this action now. I'm dead. What are you going to do? You do the best you can, and then you just hope to God that your team is not terrible. Well, KV1, no one helped you. No one helped me because they were lights and mediums. We should have gone out. But anyway, that's tier 5, tier 6. You get that on the big jobs. Until next time, boys and girls, look after yourselves. I got to get the hell out of here. I'm wrecked. Can't keep playing for that long and not get wrecked. Stay safe on the battlefield, and bye for now. Goodbye.
Have a good one, Bushka.
You too, guys.
Take it easy.